And you know where we are, and you know what we're doing. Welcome to a beautiful Saturday afternoon in sunny Scotland, and we are back on the West Highland Way for the second time, and well, I have been looking forward to this, and a little bit of anticipation of what the weather was going to be like. Basically just started the trail in Mugdock Park, just nipped into Costa, get a nice coffee, start the trail, get caffeined up, and I was surprised to see actually Greg's was closed. I'm presuming it's moved, but I couldn't find it, or I couldn't see it anywhere. So just the coffee it is until we get to Drimmen. It's currently 20 past 10. It's quite sunny actually, not particularly warm, but it's sunny, so, and clear blue skies, you can see that, so we'll definitely have some of that. I know tomorrow they've give the forecast to be probably the worst of the week, so I'm planning on smashing out as many miles as possible today. That's the plan. See how far we can get. We want to get at least 20 miles in. I know a lot of people omit recording in the Mugdock Park because, you know, it's just the start of the trail and all that, especially on a day like today. It's absolutely beautiful. What a lovely park. It's just full of people walking the dogs, jogging. Beautiful place, beautiful. This was local to you. What a fantastic little park. Leading up to today, I had such a dilemma, you know, as you do, keeping my eye closely on the weather, and very mixed, wintry showers, etc. Blah, blah. And it's, yeah, I mean, you know what Scotland's like, it changes every 10 minutes, doesn't it? So I'd bought 3 months ago, when I decided to come back here, some waterproof Gore-Tex trail runners, and breaking them in as you do, doing some miles. They give me horrendous blisters. They blistered my heel, something rotten, and I just thought, there's no more breaking these in. I was actually wearing the back off, so really disappointed with them. I can't remember the exact model, but the Ultra Trail Runners Gore-Tex ones. Really disappointed. So hence my dilemma then. What do? Do I go to the Ultra 7s that I wore last year, which are absolutely fantastic, comfortable, not waterproof, with all this rain that's set to come in. So been if and an hour in between those and my Gore-Tex boots, and final decision this morning, last second, I opted for these. It's the safest option, and looking at the paths now, it's actually the best option, because I know it's quite mucky in places. Morning. So yeah, it's looking like I think I've made the right decision. Although I was a little bit annoyed about it, because I'm not a massive fan of boots, but to keep your feet dry. And the only ones I had the only ones that I had that were broken in, and I knew weren't going to give me blisters, so these are the ones I've opted for. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they stay good. Well, not to be mean or anything, but this is a prime example of what not to do. Look how much stuff they've got. Look how big the bags are. He's got a 6-man tent on the back of that bag. Well, we just had an absolute massive downpour. As you can see, I had to quickly stop and put the waterproofs on, and then back to pretty much clear blue skies and sun. Good old Scotland, eh? If you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. Brilliant. This is my second time in Scotland this year. As you might have seen on my channel, me and a friend from work, Phil, we went to Galloway Forest and spent 3 or 4 days mooching around there in a couple of bothies. Absolutely fantastic weekend, awesome. And I'm hoping, planning, fingers crossed, that I'll be back in Scotland on my motorbike later on in the year with my brother. So that's the plan up to now, fingers crossed. And also, if you've been watching my channel, you'll see I've got a new motorbike, the mighty Africa Twin. So that'll be its first big outing. I just need to get a full service and stuff done on it shortly, which I'm planning on doing when I get back from this trip, all being well. So, and I might even make a video on it. And I've also just purchased another interesting little motorbike for taking the ABR festival in June. So again, usually looking forward to that. That should be so much fun on that. If my brother Jake can get his bike ready in time, both of us should have a really great weekend. I mean, we'll have a great weekend anyway, but on them it'll be bags and bags of fun. So we shall see. Yeah, definitely opted for the right footwear, the waterproof boots, because the paths here, they're just puddles. They're just massive, massive puddles. So definitely the right. Snow on the tops there. just realised I've lost the muffler off my GoPro, so I don't know what the sound quality of this is going to be like now. Potentially might not be much good. It's quite windy. It's going to be quite windy tomorrow. Try and speak up a little bit, but I just know the sound quality is not going to be fantastic. I don't know if you can see this, but it is actually snowing. Weather's really turned. Is it? Gusts are blowing in. Really strong winds. Not that pleasant. I've just left Drimmin town. I was only there for 10 minutes, had a quick sandwich, it started to rain, packed up, put my waterproofs back on, and then just heading up the Rob Roy Way back to join the West Highland Way. But yeah, proper wintry showers. Great. 15.5 miles in, and it is 20 past 3. Not too shabby. Set off this morning, it was 20 past 10, so exactly 5 hours minus a very quick 10 minutes in Drimmin. And now, as you can see, the sun's come back out. Beautiful view of Loch Lomond. Mighty loch. I'm going to do another 5 miles before sunset. Sunset's at it's about 7 o'clock. I realised earlier, hopefully you can hear me, what I realised earlier was the clocks go forward tonight, so I'll lose an hour, which means a little bit darker mornings, but lighter nights, it won't go dark till 8 o'clock, which is it's a better bonus. So keep cracking on. The iconic Conic Hill. Just beat the rain again. It actually went quite nice again. The sun come out just enough time to get the tent pitched, and as you can hear, it started raining again now. It has gone quite windy, or it's remained pretty windy on and off all day, quite blustery, so I'm definitely going to have to guy the tent out. I've just managed to get it pitched, just the pegs in, before this started, so wait for this to die off a little bit and then get the guy lines done. But 21 miles in, not bad going, not bad going at all. I'm just gonna finish getting set up now and have a bit of food and relax, because I'm definitely ready for it. I'm really tired now. It's been a long day. 21 miles on the old trotters. Yeah. Feet are sore, legs are sore. So definitely time to chill out. Good morning. As you can hear, here comes the rain again. So it was a fairly settled night, to be fair. I fell asleep pretty early, very early in fact, and some fireworks woke me up. Don't know what that was about. Loads and loads of fireworks. So whether you have some sort of party to I don't know, for the clocks changing, or I really don't know, but tons and tons of fireworks going on. So that woke me up, God knows what time. And then it started raining about 3 o'clock, and it's rained pretty consistently since. As you can hear now, it's absolutely throwing it down. Quick look at the weather, and this is set to stay until at least 4-5 o'clock, something like that. So it's, what time is it now? 7:30, which is quite late for me, and I've purposely kind of held off a little bit. Normally, as you know, for me, I'm well on the moves at the crack of dawn, but definitely not in a massive rush this morning to get out into this. Just to get dressed, out of warm sleeping gear was enough of a challenge. But yeah, I'm gonna finish my brew, get all this tidied up, and then get on our way. As you can see, the weather is splendidly horrible. The rain is just consistently howling down. I can't film too much really, because the camera will just end up getting wet through. I just snuck underneath this upturned tree. But yeah, paths are really, really bad. Flooded, muddy. Absolutely throwing it down. And it's going to be like this all day. So it's head down, try and crunch as many miles out as humanly possible, and see how we get on. I think you should get a good idea of how rough it is. It's actually stopped raining momentarily, but where I am here, it's quite a sheltered spot. The wind is just like howling over my head. I was chatting to a woman in the shop at I think it might have been Cashel campsite, and she said the rain was due to subside a little bit, but the winds were supposed to be increasing with gusts up to 50 mile an hour. So it's not really good news in a tent. I'm definitely going to have to try and find somewhere a bit sheltered from the wind, definitely. It's a bit slow going today. Definitely slow going this morning. Paths are just absolutely horrendous, really hard going, and course, having all the waterproofs on keeps you dry from the rain, but makes you sweat, makes you really hot, so you can't really win. So you've got to strike a balance somewhere. That just means moving a little bit slower so you're not profusely sweating and end up absolutely wet through. But as you can see here, the paths are just dreadful. Really, really boggy, heavy underfoot. I've got a bit of a niggle in the back of my knee. My hamstring feels a bit sore, which isn't really helping. But still, it's beautiful Scotland. Beautiful. Clansman bar in Verona. Just picked up some sandwiches for later. They don't serve food until 12, so it's a half an hour wait. I'm not really sure what to do. Motor on, or it's going to put me back at least an hour, if not more. Not sure what to do yet. This wind blowing across the lock, wow, it's absolutely insane. Really, really strong winds. Yeah, I'm just having 2 minutes in a Lucozade while I think about it. Gotta film these little guys. And got my head down, motoring on, lifted my head up, and all these lot were here. Christ alive, they smell. Jesus. Oh, lovely. I can smell you from here. A little bit of reprieve. The sun's come out. Look at that up there. Everywhere, it's just really, really tough going. See, this time around, you don't see anybody for miles and miles, and then you just run into like a pocket of people, all condensed together. Oh, God, that rain stopped, and that wind for the time being, because that was tough. Man, it was relentless, just battering down. Hail, snow, rain, all being driven by really, really strong winds. It was horrendous. It's hard to keep smiling when it's like that. Very tough to keep smiling. Day. Absolutely crazy.
rain had just been absolutely relentless. The rain and the wind, hail, snow, you name it. I think we've had it absolutely soaked wet through. Waterproofs are only good for so long, aren't they? So, just drowned all the way through. So glad to have some warm, dry clothes to get changed into in the tent. I'm only just starting to warm up. It's practically 5 o'clock. I've been set up about an hour. Yeah, freezing cold, wet through, tired. Strangely enough, as it happens, I'm pitched up in exactly the same spot on day 2 as I was last year. When I just think, can nothing else go wrong? Can't get either of my lighters to work. Then my head torches, it must have switched on in my bag. That's gone. Just having no luck at all. Absolutely no luck, so I can't even make myself a coffee. And I got a spare one as well. I got 2 lighters and neither of them will work. Unbelievable. So I can't even have a warm coffee. And I bought myself a pot noodle, both of which are completely useless now. Unless by some miracle I can get one of these lighters working, which I very much doubt. So, yeah, all in all, day 2 has been a challenge, continues to be a challenge. See what tomorrow brings. If my leg's not feeling much better after tomorrow, I think tomorrow's going to be home time. I absolutely hate to have to say it, but I can't risk causing permanent injury. Something's going on with my leg, with my hamstring, my calf. I really struggled the last hour or so, and got to Inverarn and basically just couldn't even walk any further. Literally couldn't walk. I was just hobbling. So I'm gonna have to take some painkillers and anti-inflammatories. I'm just gonna have to see how that is in the morning when I pack up and start walking, but hopefully it's feeling a bit better and it eases off. But if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to, never mind cutting the day short, I'm gonna have to cut the whole thing short, which I would absolutely hate to have to do, because it's just not in me to quit. So yeah, it's been a tough day, tough in every respect. And I think it'll be an early night again. Definitely it goes dark about 7 o'clock. So it'll be early doors, get as much rest as humanly possible. So catch you all later, whenever later is.